Hi, I am Sang Seung-oh, Head of International Cooperation Team of KFTC, Korea Financial Telecommunications and Clearings Institute. Topic of this part is Retail Payment System of Korea. It is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Retail Payment System of Korea through this course. When you hear the name KFTC, what comes to your mind first? Oh, some of you might think KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? I like Kentucky Fried Chicken very much. However, unfortunately, KFTC has nothing to do with KFC. Instead, it is building and operating retail payment system of Korea. It was established by government. In 1983, government made a master plan. Next year, they set up a committee for financial information networks. In 1985, they also made a legal ground. Finally, in 1986, they found KFTC and launched interbank network system. As I told you before, payment system is composed of multiple components. In this structure, KFTC is taking a role of a foundation stone as a system operator. Currently, 120 organizations are participating in this system. For example, commercial banks and neobank, which is online-only bank without no branch. And security firms or insurance firms are also participating in this system. And government offices like central government, local government, and police agencies are also using this system to collect taxes and fines. Now let's think about the relationship between IT revolution and payment instruments. New IT technology is not only improving speed and safety of payment transactions, but also developing diverse non-cash retail payment instruments. So the payment system is continuously evolving by the way adopting new technologies. Thanks to this new technology, nowadays people are using a variety of channels and devices for financial transactions. So according to BIS, Bank for International Settlement, we need financial switch that can connect all the devices and channels for financial transactions. So in South Korea, KFTC, Korea Financial Telecommunications and Clearings Institute, has been building national financial switch system. There are three, the most representative financial switch. The first one is EFT, Electronic Funds Transfer Switch. It makes people transfer money anytime, anywhere, through any devices. The second one is card processing switch. Until early 1990s, Korea also totally depended on the international card networks such as Visa and Master. But in early 1990s, we built our own domestic local card networks, and currently 100% of domestic card transactions are processed by our local processing switch. The final one is mobile payment switch. Nowadays, people are using a variety of mobile devices for payments. So we are offering the platform for mobile payments. From the perspective of technology, we started from very basic services like ATM networks, EFT POS network, and direct debit and credit in 80s and 90s. But since 2000s, we moved up next level, such as electronic money, bill and tax payments, internet fund transfer, and payment gateway for e-commerce. Since 2010s, we are focusing on state-of-the-art services. Especially, we are focusing on two areas. The one is mobile bank and payments. The second one is shared open platforms. Among them, I'd like to share the success story of open banking platform in South Korea. According to BIS, open banking is defined as the sharing and the leveraging of customer permissioned data by banks with third-party developers and firms to build applications and services. South Korea opened a national retail payment system that had been shared by only banks to a third party, which is fintech companies, through the API platforms. I'm going to share the brief history of the open banking platform in South Korea. In 2015, government made a plan to establish a common open platform for fintech. And 2016, government launched common open platform for only fintechs, but it was not so successful. The amount of transaction was very low. The main reason was that commercial banks had no reason to promote these platform services because they had no any benefit from this platform. So we launched the second version of platform in 2019, and it was very successful. This is a basic concept of open banking platform. Before establishing this platform, fintech companies had to connect each commercial banks to provide their services. But after launching this platform, they don't need to do that, because only accessing the platform, they can access each commercial banks through this platform. And currently, we are offering 6 kinds of APIs. The first 2 APIs are account balance inquiry and transaction information inquiry APIs. Through this API, the fintech companies and commercial banks can provide the services that instantly show bank account balance and transaction history to their customers. Next, account holder identification, remitter identification APIs. Through this API, platform users, which are commercial banks and fintech companies, can also provide the services that identify real name of account holder or sender to their customers. Next API is debit transfer API. Through this API, the platform users also can provide the services that can collect money from users to their customers. The final API is the most used API, that is credit transfer API. Using this API, platform users, commercial banks, and fintech companies can provide the services, transfer money to recipients, to their customers. Let's see what happened in South Korea in 2020. It was a big bang of open banking services. 72 organizations, including around 30 fintech companies, are participating in this platform. And 20 million people in South Korea, which is more than 70% the population under active economic activity, are using this service. And 44 million accounts have been registered to this platform. And 6.6 million transactions are taking place through this API platform per day. It was very, very successful. So we are very surprised. And this must be remembered as one of the hottest debut in financial market of Korea. This is end of the second part. Thank you so much for watching.